So don't take this programming in a very complicated way. Let's see in a simple way. Okay, how does JavaScript play a role in the Salesforce ecosystem? Okay, now now Salesforce has its UI. Na? You are seeing the UI, the records. Okay, the records you are seeing, the buttons you are seeing on the UI. Yes or no? The settings is another part. In the application, if you open account, you'll see the details. You say related those tabs. So this is nothing but the UI, right? This is nothing but the UI. Okay.
You
Also, Salesforce UI is one thing, and database, already we are dealing with almost since the day one. We have been talking about database, and since 2 days, and from the last two classes, we are also writing the queries, okay, to fetch the data from the database. Okay, this is we are dealing with the database. Okay, now there is something called as backend, and in the backend we'll use the Apex. Okay, we use the Apex. Now this part UI, okay, UI which a client sees, okay, which a client sees whatever the data that is being displayed on the screen, whatever the buttons, whatever the colors, whatever the text you see on the UI, that all comes from the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Okay, whatever the things you see in the UI that comes from where? From the from the JavaScript. Okay,
know,
from the JavaScript. Let me show you. Let me show you a small demo. How that will be. Sorry, my bad. Yeah. Oh, sorry. I was speaking on mute. So it's generally this is what we see. Okay, the UI. Now in the UI, this graph, this thing, okay, this assistant, these all things, whatever you are seeing, it's a combination of HTML, as I said, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Okay, these are the three things which play crucial role in a UI. Okay, now let me show you how it will be useful. Okay, this is something the UI which I developed. Okay, this is something which I developed. Let's say I I give a number 5. Okay, this is nothing but a input, right? Input, it is taking input. Now let's say 5 6. This is something called as button. Okay, when you click button, the result you are seeing, how the result you are seeing, there is something logic is running in the back end. Okay, in the back end, not in the back end completely. So there is something logic is running where it is adding two numbers which we entered on the UI. Yes or no? Okay, now 61. So if you click the button, there is something action is happening in the back end. Okay, which is calculating the data. Okay, which is calculating the data. Okay, and displaying the result. So this is how the back functionality, some action, some logic is running in the back. Okay, in the back end, I can say that is displaying the data, that is displaying the data, calculated data on the UI. Now how this can be implemented in real time? Again, what are the three technologies? Web technologies. What are the three web technologies? HTML, CSS, and
Yes, yes, JavaScript.
JavaScript. Okay. So let's talk about the HTML now. Okay. Let's talk about the HTML and we'll implement. How you'll implement? Let me show you. Don't try to implement now itself. Okay. Uh, for implementing, for implementing this, whatever you are learning today, you need more two classes. Okay. Then you will start practical. Okay. The today and more two classes on this JavaScript will be theoretical only. Okay. Now let me click on this. There is something called as Lightning Studio. Okay. Where we'll practice our JavaScript, CSS, HTML, whatever. Okay. How you will do that? I'm not explaining now how you are going to do that. I'm just creating one Lightning Web Component. I'll name it as Hello World Example.
Hello,
Uh,
Anna. Sorry to
yeah,
interrupt.
yeah,
Is this meeting is recording?
yes, yes. It's being recorded.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Now this is done. Let's say I just want to print one paragraph on HTML. Okay, on the screen, I just want to print the paragraph. Don't see how I'm implementing in the back end, how I'm creating this one, how the how this app is there here, how I'm adding that. Don't worry about that. Just worry about this line. Whatever the line I am writing here, that you worry. Okay. See, hello world. Okay. Control P. What are these? I'll tell you. Don't worry. Just save. Okay, it is saved now. Now let me go to this app, reload the screen, and there is something called as edit page. This is web page. This is something like a web page or web app in the Salesforce, on the Salesforce platform. Now, if you go here, what is the name I have given? Hello world example now. Just let me drag and drop that part of code. Okay. Uh, yeah, save it and back. Can you see here?
Yeah.
Hello world is printed on the screen. See, the text, the static content is controlled by HTML. Okay, you can write anything here, whatever you want. You can write anything here. Control paragraph P. Then I want Kalyan. Okay, again Kalyan. Okay, that's it. I'll save it and I'll reload this one. I already added the component which I created just now. So hello world is displayed. Let me hard refresh. Control Shift R. Okay, it's taking time to load. This scenario which we already know, we need to hard refresh. But is this okay? Like whatever the content you write here, that will be displayed here. Okay, I'll remove all other components. Okay, so okay, clear. Hello, hello, Kalyan. Now this is the role played by the HTML. Okay, HTML. Now here I can write a button also. Okay, there is something called as, I'll tell what is this, lightning button. Lightning button label equals to, sorry, we have to write here. How I am writing, I'll explain you everything. Just try to understand the role played here. Okay. Mm, well, one second. Let's say login. Control S. Save it. One second. Again, edit page. If I click, it will load. Can you see the button here? Login.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So you added a button also, but if you click on that button, nothing will happen now. Nothing happening. Okay. Why nothing happening? There is no logic control system for our web app now. Okay. Only statically whatever you write there, that is going to display here with the help of HTML. So HTML will only, okay, it's a language, hypertext markup language. Whatever you write, whatever you create in the template, that will be displayed here. That is the role played by the HTML. Now, who should control the logic? Who should control the conditional strings? Okay, who should control the actions which are going to perform on which the users are going to perform on the UI? It's JavaScript. You have to tell the system on click you do something in the backend. Okay, let me do it now. Okay, you have to write here. Don't worry about the implementation. I'm telling it again and again. I'll explain each and everything. What is this lightning? What is this button? What is this label? Why we are writing in single quotes? Everything we'll discuss again. Just try to understand the relationship between the HTML, JavaScript, and the UI. Okay. On click. What should happen? On click. Display. On click. Welcome message. Welcome message. What is this welcome message? I'll let you know. No? Just a minute. Now let me go to the JavaScript part of this one. Don't worry about this everything. Just here message equals to empty. When a user clicks handle welcome message, this dot message equals to welcome to SFKC batch. Now let me display the message here on the bottom. Message. I told my computer whenever something happens in the HTML, whenever someone clicks this button, it should go to JavaScript and it should run this function. Okay, it should run this function. So that means what? What it will display?
Welcome
What
to
it, welcome
SFKC
to SFKC
Welcome to
batch.
batch.
us.
So when this will happen? Whenever someone clicks on this button, okay, then this part of the message will be displayed. So at the start, with whenever the person doesn't click anything, the message will be empty. Okay, when someone clicks on that message, then the event will trigger. What is the event? It's an on-click event. Means whenever someone clicks on this button, then it should display "Welcome to SFKC batch." Clear? This is the
Yeah.
requirement, basic requirement. Now let me reload. Uh, Let me go to, okay, let me go to here. Let me edit page. There's nothing here now. Okay, just save it. Just click on back, login. Nothing happening. Yeah, sorry, my bad. Yeah. So just I have written a mistake in the on click. Okay, it's my bad. So let me save it. Control Shift R. Let me save it. Now let's run it again. So is this clear? The logical
clear.
thing or the controller, okay? We can say the controller is a JavaScript now here. HTML is just a basic thing. Just it displays the data, okay? It displays the data, whatever we have written in the template. If it is a button, whether it's a paragraph, whether it's a header, whatever it may be, but it displays whatever we have written. But the functionality, the actions, the events, those all are controlled by
JavaScript.
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 So that's fine. When you are reading or when you are practicing any of the web technologies, whether it may be React, whether it may be any Next.js, or when it comes to Salesforce, whether it's a LWC, you have to master JavaScript for sure. Okay, clear?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
today investigate more on the JavaScript. Okay, let's try to understand the difference between these three things: CSS, HTML, and JavaScript. And I will share my one of the recording which explains more on the HTML rather than on the JavaScript. So HTML doesn't play a crucial role here, but it's important because without HTML, where you'll perform these conditions? Without, if you have a button, then on that button, if you clicks, then something will happen. So you must learn the HTML for sure. That's fine. I prefer go through my class. It will be 1 hour recording. Just go to that HTML. Okay, it's a basic HTML, not in the SFKC or not. I mean, not in the Salesforce. Once you have done that, you practice few examples which I have given in that. Then in the next class, I mean tomorrow, we will look into the more real-time JavaScript. Okay, tomorrow you will start understanding more about JavaScript rather than HTML, the relationship between these things. I hope this is clear for everyone.
Yeah. It's
Yes,
clear.
Okay,
Yes, yes.
it's
okay.
yes.
Let's meet up tomorrow, 7:30 p.m. Same. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank
Yeah,
you.
okay. Okay. Thank you.